This week's Parashat is Parashat Va'era, and it continues the story of the exodus of the Israelites from Egypt. We read this story every year. The story of the Exodus is one of the fundamental stories of the Jewish people, but we rarely stop to think of its significance. And I'd like to highlight one verse that emphasizes the lesson that we are meant to derive from the Exodus story. That verse is found in the book of Leviticus, and it says, Lo ta'asu avel b'mishpat. You shall not do injustice in judgment, b'midah, b'mishkal, u'b'mishura, in measurements, weights, or volumes. Ani Adonai Elohechem asher hotzeti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim. I am the Lord who brought you out of the land of Egypt. And the rabbis asked the question, what is the connection between the law of doing justice properly, of maintaining proper weights and proper judgment and honesty, and the story of the Exodus? And they answer, basically, that the two are fundamentally the same. The story of the Exodus teaches us the importance of justice and equality and righteousness. And they say, Al t'nai kach hotzeti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim. It is based on this fact that you would keep justice that I took you out of Egypt. The kol hakofer b'mitzvat midot, anybody who rejects the principles of this mitzvah, kofer b'yetziat Mitzrayim, is basically rejecting the entire story of the Exodus. I believe that this lesson is of paramount importance, particularly today in the state of Israel. There are forces that are coalescing in our country to make pressure on the independence of the courts so that the courts can be compromised in their independence and in their seeking of pure justice. What the Torah reminds us is that the fundamental Jewish message of the Exodus is the absolute sanctity of the value of justice. This implies that those who fight against justice in our country are not only undermining the very importance and lesson of the Exodus, but they are actually desecrating the whole significance of the Jewish faith. This is something that we must fight against continuously. We must remember the words of the prophet Isaiah in the book of Isaiah, chapter 62. Lema'an Tzion lo echesheh, ulema'an Yerushalayim lo eshkot, ad yetzei kanoga tzidka, v'yeshuata kilapid yiv'ar. I will not hold my peace on behalf of Zion. For the sake of Jerusalem, I shall not be quiet until its righteousness shines like a beam and its salvation burns like a torch. This is what we are called upon to do today, to represent the Jewish faith as it is meant to be, with justice at the center. Shavua Tov from Schechter.